Yeah, well, okay, friends. Hi, Doc South here. I apologize for it being a little dark here, as for this opening scene, but I'm working. Well, it's kind of night has fallen, and I'm working on my supper. Actually, it's not that late. It's only about 7. That's about when I eat. And what I got here is a recipe. I've had this recipe for about 30, maybe 40 years. It's a good one. It's basically potato and tomato soup, and it's rather good. Basically, you get potatoes, you get tomatoes, some tomato sauce, like just a can's worth, hamburger, a little garlic, green pepper if you got it, but you don't need it. Black pepper, yes, and spaghetti cheese once it's all finally served. What you got to do too is get some just some small pasta like this. It can be pasta that's already, here you go, that's already been cooked, because you're not going to really, you could boil it, but it's sometimes if you boil pasta in the soup, then it makes the soup too thick. You take the water out of the soup. You wind up having to add water. I'm going to probably add a little basil, some black pepper. Lots of parsley. You got to put a bucket of parsley in there. Fresh would be best if you got, if you can get some. And then oregano. All the basic, Italian food pastas. And now this will go into soon. Yeah, it doesn't have to be in there that long because you don't want it to kind of get mushy. Okay, and then I'm going to use Sandy's suggestion. She says, gosh, if you're doing that potato soup, why don't you do your potato tomato soup? Why don't you, use your crop of, you may as well throw your crop of potatoes from the summer in. And, well, this is about all the potatoes I got. What I do is usually in the spring, I get a flower pot, and this works rather well. Not so much this year. Geez. Look at that little one there. Gosh. It's just a baby. And what you do is you cut a potato, especially one with a lot of eyes on it, and you just bury it about 6 inches into the flower pot, and just sit back and wait. And then all you got to do, instead of getting out a spade or something or a fork to get the potatoes out, you just reach in or dump the flower pot over, and usually you got buckets of potatoes. Not this year. Gosh. Well, anyway, I'm going to chop them up. And like I said, pretty soon it'll be time to eat. Pretty much you can wing this particular recipe. I mean, it's basically meat, preferably hamburger or meatballs if you feel like making them. Little tiny ones would be great. Potatoes. You heat them up, throw in a can of basic tomato sauce, or maybe your own if you want. And then after it all boils a while, you throw in some pasta and whatever spices you think might do. And if you got some nice French bread or something, and a lot of spaghetti cheese when it's all said and done. Yeah, before you eat it. Okay, makes sense? Fresh parsley's best if you can get it. Okay, anyway, I'll sign off now. Doc South saying bon appetit or manja. Yeah, there you go.